This is an ABC News special report.
Good afternoon, I'm Lindsay Davis. We are coming back on the air because authorities are about to hold a briefing detailing today's deadly mass shooting on the campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee. Sources tell ABC News at least one person was killed, 6 others were injured. At least one of those victims is now in critical condition. The shooting took place at the Student Union building. Police say the alleged shooter is now in custody. After being placed on lockdown, students are still being urged to stay inside, but they can return to their dorms. All classes on the main campus have been canceled through tomorrow. We do want to listen to the briefing in a moment, but Aaron Katursky, I just want to bring you in. Actually, we are hearing from them now, so let's take a listen.
All Florida State University classes and business operations on the main campus in Tallahassee are canceled through Friday, April 18th. Essential employees should check with their supervisors for further reporting instructions. All FSU athletic events in Tallahassee are canceled through Sunday. At approximately 11:50 a.m. Thursday, April 17th, a gunman opened fire on the main campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee, shooting multiple individuals in the vicinity of the Student Union building. FSU police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and apprehended the shooter. 2 victims of deceased are deceased, and 5 individuals have been transported to a local hospital with gunshot wounds. The shooter has also been transported to a local hospital. The 2 deceased are not students. The shooter is believed to be a current FSU student. I do not have additional information on the shooter's identity at this time. Students who need assistance can go to the Donald L. Tucker Center, where the university is providing counseling, health care, and other support services. Family members are also able to go to the Tucker Center for assistance. Students, faculty, and staff are asked to call their loved ones as soon as possible to update them on their status. The Student Union and the surrounding area is still considered an active crime scene. Individuals should avoid the area. Students should not return to the Student Union to retrieve personal property at this time. Students may return to their residence halls, but they should otherwise stay indoors on main campus to allow first responders and university staff to do their jobs and respond to those needing assistance. Students may depart campus for the weekend. All classes have been canceled through Friday.
Well, on today's episode of Young, Dumb, and Deadly, we're going to have to talk about FSU college kids that opened fire on the campus of Florida State University. But before we get started, I want to ask you right now to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. We appreciate it. This one is very near and dear to me, folks, because this is in my hometown. This actually happened while I was leaving out of Starbucks, and I noticed every police car in the city seemed like was going down the street opposite the direction I was going in. So all of a sudden, I noticed they're all going into this little tight area near Florida State University, which in our city, if you know the area, anybody that's turning down that particular road or that street isn't really moving very fast, because there's like this turn you go down, and then you got the library on the right, you got all these other school buildings on your left, and you got a real tight little area up in there. So how 50 to 100 police cars are going down in this area, I don't know. It's only a block long. So for all of these police cars to be whizzing by me earlier today, and I mean, they were police cars, unmarked cars, state troopers. Heck, I even saw the Fire and Wildlife Commission going down there. So they had all cars were on deck, entire police force, fire department, ambulance, everybody's going down there. So at that point, and I was on the phone, leaving out of Starbucks again. And so I'm telling the person on the phone, I say, well, whatever it is, it's going to be on the news. I don't know how all of these police cars are fitting down in that little area by the school, but whatever this is, it's going to be on the news. So, the crazy thing is, we were just talking about this the other day. In South Carolina, there was a mall shooting. In South Carolina, they got a whole series of public shootings. They got the children's parties where they're getting together, shooting up the place. It's just madness, folks. And as I was saying, it's getting worse. The other day, I didn't realize that it's getting ready to happen in my own city. Tallahassee, Florida, small city, really calm city most of the time. We got 2 major universities here, and some other universities sprinkled in there. A lot of youth is here, and the youth of today want to be savages. That's the whole thing today. Everybody wants to be a savage. So what do? You got all these savages, wannabe savages running around here. They think life is a video game, and they get all of their upbringing from the internet. And this is just what they are and what they think. So why somebody would want to go to the university and just start shooting, I don't know. But I remember when Grand Theft Auto came out, and my brother used to play it all the time. And I thought then, to normalize the idea of going around and just wreaking havoc on the general public for no reason other than sport is insane. It's a bad thing. I thought then that we would start to see the fruits of that mistake that I believe our society made become this very thing. In other words, I thought then that we would see these types of actions played out in real time. It makes me think about the game, what's the game they used to play, man, where everybody, I can't even think of the name of it right now, where everybody's fighting everybody, everybody's killing everybody, everybody's shooting everybody. And then it's also a movie out, Hunger Games, that reminds me of the same thing where, and then you got the Purge, and you got all of this stuff that they're just programming into the youth. You really can't get this stuff over on someone like myself who's been, who's been an adult for a while, but an impressionable child. When you're a child, you're looking for things to identify with. You're looking for things to get into. And, when you're presented something unique and crazy and exciting like this, it may just get in, in your spirit. I don't know where we're going, folks, but we had better slow down, because this type of thing is happening every day, everywhere, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So tell me how we fix this. Put it in the comments. How do we fix this? What do we do? Are we too far gone? Is God the only answer now? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm baffled. This is my hometown. The police are still running around right now as we speak. I just pulled over to the gas station to go ahead and shoot this video because I figured, hey, we made major news. I better be talking about it. It's I almost didn't want to talk about it because it's my hometown, but heck, this is major news. it's national news, maybe international. I'll probably be getting calls from some of my family in Israel and Africa, you know. So anyway, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. Let's get the conversation started, how we can fix this, what we can do, what our children gonna do, and what are their children gonna do. Let me know what you think. Peace.